Hey guys, welcome again. It's Julian from Jlab Nutrition, along here with Konrad, my training partner and friend. Today we're going to cover some training. A topic that we want to cover is overtraining. Hey Woods, what's up?
How's it, Jules?
All right, thank you.
So, Jules, I think most people know about workouts and how they train and the volume and, the amount of weight that they're using and reps that they're doing. But people have always had this, that if you train longer than 45 minutes, you're overtraining. Okay?
Yep.
Now, I sometimes don't get a proper workout in 45 minutes, so sometimes my training is an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because I've got so many exercises that I needed to fit in for my regimen. I've got so many sets that I needed to do, a certain goal that I want to reach.
Yep.
Okay? Explain in depth, what do they mean by overtraining? Because, guys keep on saying, oh, you shouldn't train longer than an hour and a half, you're overtraining. And I just think it's a myth.
Well, overtraining is a state of calorie expenditure, taxation on the muscles,
Yes.
and poor nutrition and sleep.
Okay.
That puts you in a state of overtraining, which is catabolic.
Okay, can you elaborate on
Right.
that?
So what happens if you not getting the nutrition you need? You're having one meal a day, not enough protein. You're not sleeping. You're working days and nights. You're sleeping maybe 2-3 hours a day. That can be a state of overtraining.
Okay.
You're not going to get an efficient workout first and foremost. You will feel like you're overtraining. If you try to, there's a scenario here. You go work the whole day. You stay up at night. You go party at night. Next morning you want to go to the gym for a workout with your buddy, but you party.
Okay.
You're not going to have a good workout. You will feel in a state of overtraining.
Okay, so say,
Sleep deprivation.
so hypothetically speaking, say I've had 2 hours sleep, I've only had 2 meals for the day, but I push my body, even though my body's saying no, I push it to train the 2 hours or the hour and a half.
What's the intensity in the workout as well?
So I'm using high intensity and volume.
You're going to go into a state of overtraining. If not in that workout, over time you would.
Okay, and what would happen in...
A state of overtraining, muscle breakdown, increased cortisol levels, poor recovery rate.
Yeah.
It's detrimental. Nothing positive coming out of it.
Okay, so my understanding from what you're saying is that in order to sustain your workouts, even if it's longer, right, 2 hours or hour and a half, which your body can only handle so much, it will tell you, right, you should have a decent at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep.
Look, myself as an example, I used to get away with 6 hours or less of sleep,
Okay.
but I used to be eating every 2 hours.
Okay, so your nutrition needs to be
My
on point.
nutrition was on point. I never had a manual labor job. That's another key factor.
Okay.
Most of the pencil pushers or office workers, corporate people,
Yeah.
go and put your body under stress for 30 minutes and you call it the intense workout. That you can't really go into a state of overtraining from that because you're sitting the whole day.
Okay.
You're not doing a manual labor, whereas a person that does manual labor can go into a state of overtraining much easier.
Because they've already worked the muscle.
Muscles are already being taxed all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
But what happens to somebody that's sitting in an office, like I've sat in an office, and I tell you about stress levels.
Yeah. So number one, training will be good for you.
Yeah.
Endorphin release.
Okay.
So first thing in the morning, if you have a cardio workout or weight training workout first thing in the morning, you feel good. You walk out of the gym relaxed. You feel good to go to work. I used to do that a lot before sitting in traffic.
Okay.
And when I got to clients, I was much more calmer. That was a coping mechanism for me. So in that state, if you're a corporate worker or office job guy, I would say 2 sessions a day. Split up the workout.
Okay.
2 by 30, 45 minutes workout sessions. The benefits of that will be less cortisol levels, endorphin release, more oxygen to the brain,
Yeah.
more focus,
Okay.
better health.
So if you break it up, it's even better
Even better.
because your muscles getting time to rest.
Yep.
So let me ask you, with regards to training for an hour and a half, and sometimes people want to train 2 hours. Say, for example, I didn't get enough sleep. I'm not having enough nutrition, but I'm pushing my body to that level. Okay.
You can do volume
What
training.
happens? What happens when your body goes into catabolic state? besides breaking down your muscle, what is the I would say the worst case scenario that will happen if you get into a catabolic state and you break down your muscle? Is there other things that can happen to you?
Well, immunity function goes down.
Okay.
Productivity in life goes down.
Okay.
Testosterone levels can go down over time.
Will that put pressure on the liver, the kidneys?
Not so much the liver, the kidney, those things, but
Your heart?
Maybe. No proven thing that I know of yet.
Okay.
But it could. But you put in your body in a negative state.
Okay.
So you will put your health at risk. You'll be susceptible to get sick much easier. Because your immune system is down, you're overtraining. All those things get hindered.
Okay. So what would your advice be to somebody like me? I suffer from insomnia.
Right. So with you, what I would say is something that's helped me recently. I started training twice a day.
Okay.
The second workout basically helps me to relax and then I'm calmer and I do sleep better.
Okay.
As opposed to not training in the evening and trying to sleep.
Okay.
But here's an interesting fact there, guys. Just to touch base on nutrition again, with Wood's concern of suffers from insomnia. Number one, he can train, but on the nutrition side, the supplementation of magnesium at bedtime does help.
Okay, so if I take some magnesium, zinc?
Zinc and magnesium is fine, but magnesium itself,
preferably magnesium
for stress, calmness, and also to help with sleep.
Oh, does it?
Restlessness. Okay. People that suffer also with restless feet.
Yes. Because people have always prescribed, and I know we're not talking about nutrition, we're talking about workout, but after workout they've always said take some GABA, take some melatonin. And for me, and for me, I haven't had good reactions to it because I get that tingling sensation, and generally I have nightmares, so I have a bad sleep on it. Because it doesn't agree with me.
Also, people with high blood pressure shouldn't take
which I have.
Shouldn't take GABA.
Okay.
Yes.
So you would advise magnesium is better.
Magnesium is straight cut, healthy. An overdose can maybe give you the runs, but that's about it.
Okay. Any other tips and tricks you would say that would help me as a person that has a long workout, but that can sustain that workout? Any things that I should be taking during my workout?
Yes. I want to cover that as well.
So,
intra-workout nutrition is key.
Okay.
Right, because as a top nutritionist and coach came over years ago when he talked about it, is that, think about it, when you train the muscle, how much of blood is going to the muscle per minute?
Depending on your intensity,
right. More than what we're sitting here now doing, right?
Yes.
So, when's the best time to provide nutrition to the muscles?
During your workout.
Because blood is a transporter for nutrition.
Okay. And what would you what?
So a cyclic dextrin mixed with a BCAA and glutamine, that's perfect.
And
and obviously you dilute it properly.
Okay.
To about a liter of water, and you sip that between sets.
Okay.
And what I found is something like that will help you to have a more effective workout, sustenance of energy throughout. When you finish, you don't feel like drained as well.
And I know I understood from your discussion the last time that we had on my intro workout, you said I should add at least a teaspoon of pink salt to my intro workout. And hydration. So what does that make sure that I don't lose water, I don't dehydrate quickly in the gym?
Okay, here's the thing. Take any sports person. Why do they cramp?
Lack of sodium. Okay.
Lost through sweat.
Okay.
Right, but in your case, why I also recommend sodium is better muscle pumps, better muscle contractions.
Okay.
The salt helps to keep you hydrated.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do believe that the sodium helps with recovery as well.
So basically, in a nutshell, Jules, is that people like myself who suffer from insomnia and that, should use magnesium. We should have our nutrition 80% or 90% as best possible.
As best as possible. No one should get it 100%
Minimum sleep
all the time.
of about 6 hours, resting. Right? Because depending on your job as well, how stressful your job is, so that your cortisol levels are not high. In order to get a decent workout, for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So overtraining is not dependent so much on your workout. It's dependent on.
For me, overtraining is more dependent on nutrition.
Your factors outside of the work.
Yes, the 23 hours outside the workout. Touching base again on workout, So guys, here's a bit of examples of the type of workout. So if you're going to go high volume, that's high sets, high reps, you're going to go moderate weight.
Yes.
If you're going to go high intensity, it's going to be a shorter workout because you're going balls to the wall like a sprinter.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So you have to choose either or. You cannot expect to stimulate muscle with volume training using 80% of your 1 rep max or 90% of your 1 rep max.
No, correct. So,
Yeah.
so your high intensity training is almost going to be like you doing high reps, moderate weight, almost getting, in theory, rectify me if I'm wrong, a type of cardio, because you
hard
doing
pumping work.
yeah.
Right. In a way, yes. What people need to understand is the fact that when you train, right, I found that if you do high volume training with moderate weight, your body recovers faster than a balls to the wall failure workout. Remember, failure workout also taxes your central nervous system.
Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
central nervous system taxation releases a lot more cortisol.
Okay.
Burnout, adrenal fatigue. Well, the term adrenal fatigue, I don't know how relevant it is,
Yeah.
but people feel burnt out.
Yes.
Right. It's because they balls to the wall every single workout. Now, what I found over the last few months is we were doing twice a day volume training, and we were recovering.
That's correct.
And it was just through simple nutrition, intro workouts, because we've been testing the supplements over the last 2 months, right? And it's worked perfectly. I can actually go into the gym every day, twice a day, and I feel good.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things that you told me to try the other day, which I know it's not part of, it's after a workout. You
Yep.
said, if I feel stressed and I feel that my cortisol levels are high, because cortisol normally gets to stress, you're stressed, I should have a cup of green tea.
Yeah.
I mean, how good is that?
Green tea is very rich in antioxidants,
Yeah.
so it does help with that. A big factor, we're
Yeah.
talking about that. So here's a touch base. The opposite or the counteracting hormone of cortisol is insulin.
Okay.
Right, so stimulate insulin release. So post-workout, a meal with fast digesting carbohydrates.
And what would that be?
Gummy bears, wine gums,
Sweet potato.
white potato,
Yeah,
which
oh,
has
white
a higher
potato,
glycemic
okay.
index, white rice.
Okay.
Yeah. Old traditional method we used to use in the past is 2 slices of white bread with some jam.
Or peanut butter.
Peanut butter, I wouldn't want too much of fat near the post-workout.
carb, okay.
But
So
let's keep
more
it clean.
jam.
Yeah, let's go jam, white bread, and a protein shake post-workout.
Okay.
Quick fasting. So post-workout fast digesting carbs also help to take you out of the suspected overtraining state.
Okay. So, from what I gather here, that there is no such thing in the gym pertaining to your workout is overtraining. It's the factors that are outside of the gym that affect your training.
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah. Because that's what will lead you to overtraining.
Yeah, if ever we are to come across a person that is in an overtraining state and we look at the outside factors, we will find something else that's out.
Okay. But for me, Jules, you've answered my questions.
Great. Guys, you can WhatsApp us, Facebook us, any questions you have that we can cover topics for you guys in the future. Once again, thank you very much for watching the channel. Like, subscribe, share if you think it's relevant information and it would help you. Peace out.
Ciao, guys.